Okay, here's a small demo of some of our Bulwark abilities. Some things are still missing sounds as I kind of start to figure those out and see if I can make some sounds for those. So the first one that doesn't have a sound but has an effect that I finish up today is the seismic pulse. Um, and then this basically can scale once it's off cooldown. We can then scale it so we can do damage. Right now I'm working on essentially scaling the effect off of the user parameter, so that's coming up. And then we have this placeholder reticle, but our offensive measures ability. And that fires a barrage of missiles that go towards the enemy. Has a pretty long cooldown. It's going to be pretty strong. Versus this pulse. This pulse does a pushback on the enemy, so it's kind of a repel and deal damage. And then also have, which has already been showcased, I'm working on um, a new reticle and some effects for the wall. But then we have the wall, which we can pivot around, and it will then spawn. Can also have it maybe deal damage. There it goes. If it hits them, I probably open up the damage radius a bit because it's not radial damage, it's just impact. And it'll apply that knockback. And we can fire our missiles. Also deal some damage. They're kind of erratic, and they're supposed to be a bit erratic because it's not an accurate, it's just a barrage from while you're moving around. But they do a good amount of damage. Yeah, you can see there. And then, as always, we have our sword swipe, which applies the burn. As you can see here, we can just stack burn. And then nothing else is really applying anything. So that will stack over. And we can see that opening up. Our attack area gets huge just because I have this number ridiculous. And our damage also starts to go up as we increase this. We'll start increasing. And that is all if we apply these effects. So over time you'll have certain abilities and we can apply effects that we start scaling with our attack range and attack arc, which kind of trickle down and start affecting other things. So yeah, so that's kind of the premise. Those are the current abilities, and I'm going to finish up some gameplay queue stuff. And then once the gameplay queue stuff is knocked out, mostly for the pulse, I pretty much have this set up, and so now in my queue I just have this. So I need to troubleshoot my scale parameters and units and all of that, and come up with a sound effect. And that's about it for the queue. And then we go into all of the passives and start really working on the passive stuff. And then that'll get exciting for the rest of the gameplay. You should see by the end of the week I'll post another video and we'll have our enemies kind of integrated and start working through some level design with all of that. And yeah, can't wait to showcase our new system for that.